So if I would do the same with the Ventura. Yeah. So, once again, I'll say it out of habit. Yeah, so I guess I'm pretty happy with what I have so far. Now, like one thing I can do is uh, this middle slider here, or this top slider is volume of the track, so you can adjust the volume. This is like the kind of the intensity or the velocity of the playing um, of the notes. This is your pan. I like to pan it a little bit to create more of a stereo sound instead of having it all centered. So my bass a little bit panned. For the Dr. Fusion, the drum kits, I like to see they have it already done that. They've done it a little bit themselves. Pan each of the individual parts of the drum. So now it's panned a little more, so I like that. Also, a couple things. This is this button right here is the solo button. So if I'm playing it and I click the solo button, it'll solo the drums. And if I want to put another thing in there, I'll solo another thing. Now say, other than the solo thing, this is the mute button, and it mutes the track. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can edit any of these effects, and like as I was showing you, where you could just turn the knobs and stuff and it'll edit all the effects, and you can see there's tons of effects. Most of them, like a lot of them, I don't even know what they do, and you just kind of have to experiment with them. But anybody can sit here and turn the knobs all day, but when it comes to creating your final music, you want it to be able to do it itself, so you want all the effects to save, and that's what the record feature is for. When you press the record button, it'll play through your loop or wherever you have your cursor, and basically it'll create a little metronome too, and you can actually record your knob changes. So for example, as a simple effect, I want to say I want to fade the fuzz synth in, which was our lead sound, that thing. So say I want to fade that into, I'll start with the bass line and then fade the fuzz synth in. So what I want to do is so I'm going to pause it and I'm going to click record. Now it's at 1 now. So this is your volume. So I'm going to bring it down to 0. So when I unpause it, now it's recording here. Well, I'm going to let it go through once. Well, that's annoying. See, that's a dilemma that you sometimes have. But I want to undo that recording because I don't really know what happened there. Sure, I'll just keep that. The reason that you heard the bass line go away is because it's a sequence, and sometimes when you do something, it's actually not replaying the note, so this is one note of one sequence. So sometimes when you start doing something or you click somewhere it'll like stop the note and then start playing again. So it stopped the note, but there's really nothing to start playing again because there's only that first note to begin with. So there's no worries, it didn't completely go away. So if I go back to play it, what? Now that I don't understand. See, that's annoying, and I don't know what. See, when you do this kind of stuff, you encounter problems. So what I'm going to try to do, so I'm going to go back to this this bass, and I'm going to shorten it. Whoops. That's another thing. Sometimes when you want to click here, you accidentally click here, and it creates another note. So just got to undo, and I'm going to shorten it down to this length, and I'm going to make 4 of them, and I'll see how that sounds. Now, I'm going to save it. Now, say I want to just double the length of the song and then make this curve go down. See, the hard thing is, oh, well, now it's working, but sometimes it'll select only the recording. See, the recording is a separate clip than the actual notes, so you can drag them like that. Now, so right now I'm selecting the notes, so I'm going to copy the notes. I'm going to record basically the end of it, and I'm going to make it fade away. So go to Fuzz Synth. It's back at 0 again, so I'm going to bring this down to 0 and record. As you can see, the knob's moving by itself up to here. Now I'm going to move it down. But I didn't really like that, so I already undid it, so I'm gonna try that again. Sure. So let me see how that sounds. There you go. So I like it, so I'm going to save it. Another thing, say I want to do some funky things with the bass. I'm going to just mess around with the sequencer and just kind of get some cool effects. So I'm just going to put on loop and go to my sequencer key here and just mess around. So let's see how it goes. See, I messed up, so I'm going to undo that. Now I want to highlight the whole thing. Really what you can do is you can hold down shift and select it, and that's going to be my loop. Or I could just drag it. It really doesn't matter. So I'm going to try that again from the beginning and go. So let's see how it sounds.